Feast your eyes, Patrick.
What is it?
The Paddy Wagon.
What is going on, guys? It is your boy, the Padgoat Gaming, coming at you again with another video, and today I have something truly special for you. My blue Crocodile updated for OP10 deck profile. Now, Blue Croc holds a special place in my heart. I mained him in OP03, OP04, and OP05. Just one of my favorite decks of all time, and I wanted to give him a chance in OP10. And guys, let me tell you, I got home today, grabbed a beer, made this Croc list, and have since got 4-0, 4 straight wins on the ranked sim, and you're going to be seeing them all today. I want to keep playing to see when I lose, but yeah, guys, the blue Croc deck has put in a work so far. I'm so happy that it actually worked, especially this. Like, I just put together this list. I was like, man, what should I be playing? And then it just kind of formed, and I've got to win against a Blackbeard. I got to win against a Yellow Kid. And I'm going to show you. I got proof. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy the video. Blue Croc has a special place in my heart. And I've been wanting to make an updated video on him for a while now. He was actually... Blue Croc was my first video on this channel. At least my first One Piece video on this channel. So we've come full circle now. My updated OP10 Blue Croc deck. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you fuck with Blue Croc, if you have played him in the past, and what list you are currently running. Personally, I have not seen a single Blue Croc on the sim since I started playing the game again. So it's been about a month and a half, maybe 2 months, and I have not seen a single soul touching this deck, but he still has some sauce. He still has potential. Blue Croc is the OG control deck, and yeah, just one of my favorite decks ever. So I hope you guys enjoy the games. We are going to be going through the card by card, so I can go through kind of my thought process behind everything, and just kind of explain the reasoning behind which cards are where, and why we're choosing them. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We're on the way to 500 subs! I can't believe that we're here. Like 400 subs to a lot of people is nothing, but I really can't believe that I've come this far, and thank you so much for all the support, guys. It would not be possible without you, so thank you. And with that being said, let's get right into the video. Now, guys, did we go undefeated with this list? I promise you we did. We went 4-0. This one loss was with an old list. The Shanks game is not real. I promise you we can go through my matchups here. You can see my most recent is the Yellow Kid. We can see the next was the Blackbeard, the Tony Chopper, and then the purple black Luffy. And then the next games are just Nico Robin, Lucci. So the Shanks game was with an old list. I don't even remember when I played that game. But with this list, we've actually gone 4-0. Actually unbelievable to me. Like, even though 2 of the wins are against not very powerful decks, I think Black Purple Luffy, I think people view him as having potential. Like, he's not a weak deck. Tony Chopper, he's a little bit of a meme, but still, I'll take the win. And then the Yellow Kid and the Blackbeard are just really, really solid wins. So those are the matchups for today, guys. We're going to get into all of these games. If you want to skip ahead and skip the card by card, make sure to go ahead and do that. I'll put the Blackbeard first, then the Kid, then the Purple Luffy, and then the Tony Chopper. So I hope you guys enjoy. Now let's get right into the card by card. Okay, guys, so getting into the card by card. Now we will be going through the leader ability, because if you started the game after like OP06, you may have never seen this leader played ever. So Blue Crocodile, ST03, 5000 power, 5 color, blue leader, activate main, Dawn -4, return up to 1 character with a cost of 5 or less to the owner's hand. So I believe the only leader in any other color besides purple that has a Dawn minus ability. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's true. But a really cool ability, really unique, and something that has not been seen in blue since Blue Crocodile. So really, really cool ability. It allows you to kind of stabilize in the late game and keep bouncing your opponent's characters back to hand. It allows you to get around blockers, and a very, very versatile ability and very cool. Again, Blue Croc, such a bad, I mean, look at that art, such a badass character. So let's get into the card by card, guys. So first, getting into the Mr. 1 Daz Bone. So this is a Baroque's Works card. It is a 5 cost 6k with the counter 1000. If your leader's type includes Baroque Works, this character gains plus 1000 power for every 2 event cards in your trash. So this is usually a 5 cost 7k with counter 1000, with on play draw 2 trash 1. So a really, really good card. there are really no other decks can take advantage of besides Crocodile decks. You can run this in blue-purple Croc as well. But this card can be played down by the 7-cost Crocodile. This is from OP10, and its ability is on play. Play up to one character with the cross guild type or with a type including Baroque Works, and a cost of 5 or less from your hand. So this can establish a lot of power on your board on your 7 Dawn turn, and then allow you to start removing your opponent's board with your Gravity Blade Raging Tigers, with your Red Rocks. So you play the Croc down, you play the Mr. 1 Daz Bones down, you establish 2 7k bodies, you draw 2 and trash 1, and you're looking really, really good for the remainder of the game. Next, we have the Miss All Sunday, probably the best card in the deck that makes Crocodile actually worth playing. So Miss All Sunday, 3 cost, 1k blocker, counter 1000, and on KO, if your leader is Baroque Works type, return up to 1 event card from your trash to your hand. So this allows you to cycle your Red Rocks, it allows you to cycle your Gravity Blade Raging Tigers. And this card is the sole reason that Crocodile has ever been relevant in the meta. Like when Red Rock came out, you were just able to cycle your Red Rocks over and over again with the Miss All Sunday, and people absolutely hated it. I think Croc was around A tier at that time, like low A, probably high B. It was competitive. It could see some good results, but that was probably the best time when you were able to utilize Miss All Sunday to her full potential with just recycling Red Rocks. And now we're able to do kind of the same thing with the Gravity Blade Raging Tiger. So we have some really strong removal options that allows us, and Miss All Sunday allows us to use those repeatedly. Next, running 4 of the 10-drop Kaido. I found that the 8 cost is really, really important. This gets your 8-drop Rayleighs, it hits your 8-cost Kids, it hits your 7-cost Trafalgar Law. 8 is a very important number, and I found this card, and 3 is also very important. Just being able to bounce 2 of your opponent's characters and establishing the 12k body is really, really important. Having a 12k body in today's meta when you're going against a lot of Shankses just makes it at least possible to remove the 10-drop Shanks if you don't have the Red Rock in hand. So a really, really good removal card, and allows you to stabilize the board. And playing this down, bouncing 2 of your characters, 2 of your opponent's characters, and then using the Croc ability, just completely clearing their entire board is really, really nice. Next, we're running the Navy package, so all of our 2Ks are Navy. So this is the Navy Monkey D Garp 2K. Draw 2, then return 2 cards from your hand to the bottom of your deck in your desired order. Really just a 2K. Next, we're running the Gion Navy 2K. And this is a really interesting 2K. I actually found myself playing this in a couple of games. So it's your turn once per turn. When your opponent activates an event, your opponent places 1 card from their hand at the bottom of their deck. So events are relatively common nowadays, and just having your opponent go -1 whenever they play an event on your turn is really, really strong. And also a 2K, and also a 4-cost 5k body. So not even a bad swinging body if you play this down with a very relevant effect. Next, for the Navy package, we're running the Toshigi. This is the Navy Searcher. So it's able to find a lot of 2Ks. It can find your Sentomaru, it can find your Pacifistas, and it can also find your Gravity Blade Raging Tigers, which is really, really important. We're also running 4 of the 2K Surus. This also has a pretty relevant effect. On play, trash 2 from your hand. Your opponent returns 1 of their characters to its owner's hand. So if your opponent has 1 huge body on board, you can play this down and bounce it back to hand if you want. So really, really powerful if it ever comes up. If not, just a 2K. Already went over the Crocodile. Next, the Kyros. This Kyros, I didn't find myself playing too much, but just a good card. 7 cost 9k, you can never go wrong on play. Return a cost 5 or lower character to its owner's hand. So really strong 7 cost bounce effect. Next, we're on the Sentomaru. Sentomaru, just probably my favorite card, maybe ever. I've always loved running the Sentomaru. He's fallen out of favor for some reason, but I think just being able to establish free 6k bodies on board is pretty good. It sucks against Blackbeard that Shiryu is able to hit this, but if it is able to stick around, you're able to establish a lot of value with it, and Sentomaru is just one of those OG goated cards in my opinion. Running 3 of Pacifistas to go along with our Sentomarus, running 2 of the 0-cost event, 4 of the Gum Gum Red Rocks, and 3 of the Gravity Blade Raging Tigers. So let me know what you think of this list, guys. I mean, I found success with it. Maybe I'm just the Croc god. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, and let me know what you would change about the deck. And if you're running Croc, tell me what you're running. I don't know if any of you are, but if you are, please drop it in the comment section below. And with that being said, guys, let's get right into the games. Okay, guys, getting right into game number 1 here. We're going up against a Blackbeard, and we are going second. I think we got to choose, and I chose second just so that he wouldn't be able to see his 10 drop on curve. So we're going to start off with a Tashigi search. We find a Pacifista, which isn't the best search, probably one of the worst choices in the deck, but a card is a card, and a 1k is a 1k. He's going to go ahead and play down his Doc Q, KO our Tashigi, and then swing a 6 at us. We do not have any 2ks in hand. We have a bunch of 1ks, which kind of sucks. But we're going to swing a 6 into the Doc Q and then play down the Sentomaru. If he has the Shiryu, then we are in a bit of trouble. If he doesn't, then we'll be able to pop off with our Sentomaru next turn. He's going to play down his Liberation and KO our Sento anyway, but it is better than him establishing the Shiryu body on board and KOing our Sento. So it's okay with us. Here on our 6th on turn, we're going to swing a 5. Then we're going to play down our Sentomaru and then use his ability and get a Pacifista from the deck. So we still get that Sentomaru ability, and he's not able to respond to it with any removal just because we're using it the turn that it was played. So we established the Pacifista and we're looking pretty good here. He plays down his Lafitte. He still has 5 Dawn up, so I'm expecting to Shiryu. I'm expecting another Black Hole here. Let's see what he decides to use. And then probably a 6k swing at face if he does have one of those Shiryus or the Black Hole. So he's going to swing a... Looks like he's trying to decide. If he has 5 Dawn, then our Sento is going to be able to stick around. And we're going to get that other Pacifista out of our deck. But he elects to remove it and then draw a Kuzan. So yeah, it looks like he removed it with a finger gun and then used his Hachinisu. So we're going to go ahead and KO the Lafitte. Here on our 8 Dawn turn, we have a couple of options. He has not Black Holed us. So it looks like we're going to play down our... We could have played down the Croc there. I think we should have. We could have played down the Croc into the Daz Bones. But instead we elect to go with the Sento. I think I assumed he Black Holed us just because I'm always Black Holed by Blackbeard. But that turn we probably could have gone 7 cost Croc into the Mr. 3 Daz Bones, but we do the Sentomaru and it ends up being okay anyway. So he's going to play down his Shiryu, remove our Sento, and then play down his Kuzan. So still looking pretty good for him, but we have a pretty strong board presence. We have 2 6Ks on board, and he has no blockers established. We have the Gravity Blade Raging Tigers, and this would have been such a good play if the Kuzan just didn't allow himself to be removed by anything. Like, what the fuck? And here he takes both 7k attacks, so I'm not sure if he has no counter in hand, but we are more than happy to put him to 0 here. I'm going to go ahead and put 5 Dawn on leader and then play down our Miss All Sunday blocker and start setting up for this 10 drop. We have 2 Red Rocks in hand. We have the Gravity Blade Raging Tigers. So really no matter what he does here, we're going to be able to remove. And we're hoping he plays a 10 drop and then we're just able to attack him big and remove the 10 drop with the Red Rock. So he swings 5-5-5, and at this point, it's pretty much guaranteed that the 10 drop is coming down. There it is. He makes our Pacifista not attack, and then Black Holes our leader. We're going to go ahead and Red Rock the Blackbeard right out of there and swing a 10k, get a bunch of cards out of his hand, and then swing another 5. And now he is down to 2 cards in hand, and at this point, the game is pretty much over. He really cannot go for game. He has 3 attackers. We have 2 life. We have a blocker on board, and we have 4k counter at least in hand and 2 life left to go. So he swings a 5. We're going to go ahead and counter out of that right away. He's going to go ahead and swing another 5. We're going to counter again. He swings another 5. We're going to just block, get our Red Rock back. And now, yeah, game is over, guys. So a really, really solid win against Blackbeard. Probably one of the most dominant wins that I've had against a Blackbeard in a very long time. So here, going into game number 2, going up against the Yellow Kid. We're going to play down the Tashigi, find a 2K. He's going to play down his Monkey D. Luffy and find a Basil Hawkins. So we know the Basil's probably coming down next turn. There's just nothing we can do about it. If we were running the 3000 worlds, that would be a really, really good response to the Basil, but I just couldn't find room for it when Gravity Blade Raging Tiger exists, and running the 3000 worlds just made me feel like I had too many bricks in hand. So we're going to swing a 5 and then put 3 Dawn on our Tashigi and swing another 5. He gives us a 2k, so very, very good for us. And here on his 4 Dawn turn, we're expecting a 5k swing and the Basil to come down. Next turn, we have a couple of plays. We have the Vanilla Pacifistas if we need to play that down. And yeah, that's probably our best play at this point. So we can swing a 6 here and then play down a Pacifista and just establish those bodies. Pacifistas, vanillas are solid, guys. Like a 4 cost 6k is never going to be bad, especially when you have the Sentomarus in the deck to get that extra value out of them. So swinging 6, playing down the Pacifista. We see that the Nami's on the top of his life, which kind of sucks because we know that the Pacifista is going to be KO'd here. But we kind of have to get through it. Like, there's nothing we can do about the Nami being there. But he ends up putting it to the bottom for us and removes our Pacifista with the 4-drop event. And then swings a 7 at us. Once again, we decide to take it just because I like taking life against Yellow Kid because he's going to burn us in the end. And yeah, it's not going to matter. And I'd rather have those cards in my hand than sitting in the trash. We're going to play down our Crocodile, play down the Daz Bones, draw 2, and trash 1. It doesn't look like we're going to need 2 7-cost events in this game, so I discard one of them, and we are looking pretty strong. We have a lot of counter in hand. We have the 10-drop Kaido coming up. We have a Gravity Blade Raging Tiger available. We have a Red Rock, so a lot of good follow-ups here. He's going to swing a 7 at us, and once again, we're just going to decide to take this. Maybe that was the wrong decision, but it ends up working out for me in the end here on our 9 Dawn turn. I wish the Gravity Blade Raging Tiger was able to hit the law, but it is not. And here we can just go 7, 7, 7, play down our Tashigi, and be looking really solid, guys. Like, he has no board. We're still sitting at 1 life, which obviously isn't the safest, but we have so many cards in hand, and we're going to be able to put on a lot of pressure on this turn. So getting 3 7k swings off and getting him down to 3 life and starting to threaten game here. We're going to play down the Tashigi, find another 2k. We have the Gion or the Suru option. We're going to go ahead and take the Suru just because that enables us to have the bounce ability. And yeah, guys, for next turn, if he plays down 8-cost Kid, we have the 10-cost Kaido in response. And that will probably be game, honestly. I really like the 10-cost Kaido in this matchup. So here he's going to swing a 7. Once again, we're just going to decide to take this because he probably has 8-cost Kid. We haven't seen it all game, and usually they're running 4. And luckily we trigger the Gravity Blade Raging Tiger. That could have been actually very bad. Whether he would have put all of his Dawn on his Luffy and swung huge there, maybe he would have. I don't think, but even if he did, we would have countered out and still been fine. And I think we still would have won the game. Well, it would have been close. I'm not sure, guys. But anyway, we got lucky there. We triggered the Gravity Blade Raging Tiger. Fate is on our side. It sees us playing the Blue Croc, and it's like, you know what? This dude deserves to win. So we're going to play down the 10-cost Kaido, bounce the Vanilla and the Shirahoshi back to hand, swing a 5k. We see the Basils at the top of his life, so he's going to trigger that. And then we can swing with the 7,000 power Mr. 1 Daz Bones, and then the Crocodile. And the Crocodile and Mr. 1 are putting in so much work this game, showing off just how strong this 2 7k bodies on board can be. So we're going to swing the 7 there. He elects to take it, and it looks like he triggered something. It's going to be a Nami, so he's going to be able to remove our Mr. 1 Daz Bones, which at this point, at least it's attacked. So I didn't intentionally play around the Nami trigger there, but it ended up, now I know, like, I usually don't play around the Nami trigger, but yeah, I need to be playing around that shit. And then we're going to swing another 7k attack into the Kid, and now we have a bunch of cards in hand. Even if he puts 10 down on leader and swings for game, we are more than comfortable able to counter out. So if he does that, then we just win the game, and it is GG. But I think that's his only choice. He only has 4 cards in hand. We have 2 giant bodies on board, and yeah, he's just going to swing for 15. We go 2k, 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 and then the 0-cost event, Gravity Blade Raging Tiger, and counter out comfortably with 3k more counter in hand, and that is going to be GG's against the Yellow Kid. So we're going to swing a 9. He has to give us 3 cards here, and then it's pretty much, yeah, it's game. So we just swing a 5. Then we swing the 12k with the Kaido, and we're able to take it home, boys. Next, going up against Kamo, the black-purple Luffy player. I haven't played against black-purple Luffy very much, but the times I have, it's kind of had some sauce and given me some trouble, so I'm curious to see how this game will go. He's going to play down his 3-cost Zoro, gain a Dawn with his ability, and then swing at us for 7, and going to take that. So we're going to swing a 6 at him, and then play down maybe a Miss All Sunday or a Sento. Well, he could have a Sanji here, which would be very, very bad if he's able to Sanji and remove our Sento. But if this Sento is able to stick around, that's honestly how you have to play Sento. Like, if they have it, they have it. Fuck it. I'm playing this card, and if he removes it, he removes it. If not, then you're just able to get so much value out of him and start steamrolling. So he's going to swing a 6k at us. We're going to give him a 2k, and now we're set up really nicely to start using our Sento to gain some advantage. Once again, we don't have any 2Ks in hand. I don't know why. Like, we're running 12 2Ks, and we just did not find them in a lot of these games. So we're going to start with the 5k swing into the Zoro. Then we're going to use the Sento ability, find a Pacifista, and play down the Miss All Sunday. Whether that was right, I'm not sure. But I find having her on board, like, even if we don't elect to block with her, can be really, really valuable for when you have one of those turns where you play down a 10-cost Kaido, where you play down a Crocodile, where you Red Rock, and then you're just able to start cycling things. So he's going to swing a 6k into us. Once again, just taking it. We're going to go ahead and trigger the Red Rock, and that is one of the other benefits of running these really powerful event cards. You get the Red Rock triggers, and you get the Gravity Blade Raging Tiger triggers. So we're able to remove the Zoro there. And now on our 8 Dawn turn, we have a couple of options. We're going to swing a 6 first. He's going to give us a 2k. Now we have another 6k swing coming down. And we can Gravity Blade Raging Tiger or play down our Crocodile. It is a tough choice, but we like to go with the Gravity Blade Raging Tiger, remove the Sanji, remove the Frankie, and swing a 6. And now we are looking pretty good. So now, like I was saying, like having that all Sunday on board, and now we're able to block here. We recycle the Gravity Blade Raging Tiger and just keep repeating the same cycle over and over again. He swings into our Pacifista. We get the Gravity Blade back. And now on our 10 Dawn turn, we can either replay it. We can play 7 cost Croc. We can Red Rock the Luffy Taro if we want. And we'll just keep on getting these 6k and 5k swings off into the leader and twiddling down his hand over time. So we're going to go ahead and use the Gravity Blade, get rid of the Sangoro and the Law, and now play down another All Sunday, and then the cycle just continues, guys. It can be absolute hell playing against Crocodile because of this combo. And if your opponent's just playing a character-heavy deck that's wanting to spam board, you're just going to be able to run them over. So swinging a 9k into our Pacifista, we're going to elect to block here, or just let it go. Yeah, we elect to block, and then we get back the Gravity Blade. We already have the Red Rock in hand, so even if he plays a huge drop here, we're just going to Red Rock it away. He ends up playing the Zorojuro, grabbing a Sangoro from his deck, and then swinging a 10k into the Pacifista. At this point, we just let it go. And now we have, once again, we have a couple of options here. We have the Gravity Blade, we have 7 cross Croc, or we have the Red Rock as well. So we're going to swing a 5k into lead. So I'm trying to think of what I did here. So it looks like we're going to start. We're trying to think. We're thinking super hard. We play down. We're going to go ahead and swing a 5. We swing a 5, get a card out of his hand for sure, 100% of the time. Then we're going to play down the Crocodile, play down the Daz Bones, and discard the Gravity Blade. And at this point, we're setting up for the following turn. We're going to go ahead and Dawn -4, bounce back the Zorojuro. Was this the best play? Probably not, because he's going to be able to play it down. But if he does play it down, then he's not able to play any of his other huge drops. So it's kind of a mismatch on whether that was good or not. But he ends up playing it down. He's going to find a Gum Gum Giant, which is not what we want to see. But now we have the Crocodile established. We have the Mr. 1 established. And once again, we have the Miss All Sunday on board. So we're going to be able to recycle our events. Let's give him a 2k for the 6k swing. And then for this huge swing, we're just going to use the Miss All Sunday and grab a Red Rock. We're going to be able to get rid of that Luffy Taro, or we can get rid of the Zorojuro and swing some numbers into the Luffy Taro. So we see the Gion in hand. I'm tempted to play her because we know the Gum Gum Giant is in hand, and if he does use it, he'll have to bottom a card from his hand. He ends up to use it very, very early. This probably tells me that he does not have a lot of counter in hand. But then after the 7, we're going to use the Red Rock, swing another 7, and then get one more 7k swing off. And once again, guys, we have so much control in this game. We have another Red Rock in hand. We have a bunch of 2ks. We have a strong board, and we are looking very, very good. And we have the Crocodile leader ability if we want to bounce back that Zoro and leave nothing on his board. We decide not to. I think it was probably smart to just bounce the Zoro there just to make it as clean as possible. But then he ends up playing the 10-drop Luffy. I forget that this deck plays that. So running the Turbo Luffy here, he's going to swing a 6k into us. We're going to go ahead and give him a 2k, and now the game is pretty much over. He could swing into us. If he has a blocker, it might make it a little bit interesting, but we do have the Crocodile ability, so he's not going to be able to remove both of our characters and swing into us and go for game and put up a blocker. So in the end, guys, we just end up overwhelming the purple-black Luffy. He did have 2 Gum Gum Giants in hand. He had an interesting hand. He might have been able to stabilize a little bit longer, but we would have just Red Rocked the 10 cost and then gone for game from there. It was over. It just was a matter of time. So those were the games. I decided to not include the Tony Chopper because it was a 20-minute game. The dude was playing on fucking half speed. So you won't be seeing that, but I just ran him over. It's nothing to be... You're not missing anything, guys. So yeah, let's get into the post game. All right, guys, we're at the end of the video. We've reached the end of the road. The peak has ended. The Blue Croc. You will never see another Blue Croc video on YouTube ever again. Just kidding, guys. I'll probably make another one. But yeah, thank you so much for being here, guys. I really appreciate it. If you are new to the channel and liked what you saw, don't forget to like and subscribe. We're almost to well, not really, almost to 500 subs. We're on the road. We're on the way there. If you made it here, don't forget to drop a comment below. And if you made it here, make sure that it says Mugiwara. That was a pretty good Mugiwara, in my opinion. So yeah, guys, thank you so much. Let me know what you thought of the deck, what you thought of the video, and any other comments, future videos you want to see. Let me know. Let me hear it all. Yeah, I hope you have a good Friday, Thursday. We made it, guys. Let's fucking go. Friday, let's go. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you later.